Aloha and mahalo for joining me. I'm Janin, and welcome to the Call to Create podcast. I'm so excited that you're here today, and I wanted to ask you if you've ever considered meeting with me for a coaching session. I just want to let you know, ladies, that I do business coaching to help you get your creative business started. And we'll work together to outline all the steps to get your business up and running quickly, especially with the tech part. Remember, I love tech, so I can definitely help you with that, especially if that freaks you out just thinking about tech. I know I've heard some people say it freaks them out, but I can help you with that. It's so easy for me because I love it. And I'm here to serve you and help you. So if you're standing in your own way and if you feel like you're just not sure what to do, then email me at aloha@janinjohnston.com to get my coaching menu and book a coaching session with me. Okay, let's get to our topic today. Thank you again for being here, and I am so happy that I can share all the things that I want to share with you because I am here to help you design and create a life and even a business that works best for you, and that you can create these things that will get you excited to wake up every day and to live life. I want you to be excited about life. And sometimes we need a lot of help to get there and do that. And that's what I want to do for you. And, I've tried to do that for myself most of my adult life. And of course, it always hasn't worked out perfectly or not even in the realm of perfect, but it takes a while. It takes some working. It takes making some changes. And it definitely takes a lot of patience because sometimes when you want to change your life and your situation, it takes a lot of patience because, like, you want it now. But there are times when we have to just wait and be patient and just keep working and just take the necessary steps. And sometimes we even have to learn about different things and learn about ourselves. And it can be quite an interesting journey. And this goes with what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about or ask you, what will you say yes to? And it's about a whole lot of things, but I wanted to kind of narrow it down, maybe a little bit more specific just for right now. But let me ask you these set of questions to kind of help you think about what I'm trying to get at. So what do you say yes to when it comes to yourself, like in your personal life or business life or anything? What do you say yes to? Or do you even say yes to yourself at all? Have you ever? In fact, you know what? That's kind of what I should have asked first. Have you ever said yes to yourself? Because it's easy to say yes to everyone else, especially our family, and especially when you have kids. That's a big problem sometimes. We always are saying yes to them, and sometimes not enough yeses to yourself. Okay, so let me ask you another question. Do you say yes to things that will help you learn and grow? And there are so many opportunities to learn new things. There are, like, now with everything going on, there are so many more people and businesses who are teaching new things online, like everything you can think of. I've heard so many amazing things that people are teaching, not only things about business, but teaching a new art, teaching music, teaching piano, teaching guitar and ukulele lessons. And I think it's just fascinating that people can even teach these things, especially musical instruments, because the only musical instrument I've ever learned to play was an ukulele when I was a kid in elementary school, but I don't remember how to play at all. And so I just find it so fascinating that we can do this online now. But what are the things that you have said yes to help you learn and grow? Okay, the other question is, what have you said yes to in the line of maybe opportunities that might scare you? Now, that's kind of like a really broad subject or topic area. because opportunities come from different places, different people, different things, different subjects. But like even for a new job, or a new job opportunity that maybe is going to be totally different than what you've ever had, and especially now with what's happening in the world with this pandemic, like a lot of people are out of work. And in Hawaii, we have such a big tourist industry. We have just hundreds of hotels and bed and breakfast places, and we rely on tourism in order for our economy to work and to survive. We can't have tourists. I mean, we can. There are people still flying in, but then there's people being laid off who work at the hotels and anything that has to do with tourism. People have been getting laid off and losing their jobs and have to find different opportunities for work. So finding something to do different than what you've normally done in a job can be super, super scary. But are you saying yes to yourself? Because when you say yes to finding a different opportunity, you never know if that opportunity might be even better or more exciting than you could have ever imagined. But you have to be able to say yes to yourself and that opportunity first in order for you to know, right? The other thing I want to ask you is, do you say yes to something new? Okay, now opportunity is, if you're saying yes to opportunities, it's similar to saying yes to something new, but this new thing may not be scary. It may be something that, is very appealing or something that you've always wanted, but maybe you didn't give yourself permission to say yes for whatever reason. Maybe you feel like you need permission from someone in your family or whatever. But are you saying yes to something new that can help you or even, expand your life in many different ways? Think about that. I want you to really take into consideration what you are saying yes to. Are you saying yes to yourself? It's so easy to not say yes. It's easy to just put everyone else first and not fulfill your dreams or any of your desires or anything that you've ever wanted to accomplish, any goal. And I talk about this a lot. Everyone has a dream in their heart, whether we think it's small. Everyone has something that they want to do or accomplish or how they want to feel. But you have to say yes to yourself. And, nothing new will come into your life unless you say yes. And I want you to be aware of that. Pay attention to what your thoughts are. Okay? Write it down every morning. Write down what your thoughts are. And think about what you've said yes to recently, or is somebody waiting for you to say yes? Are you in a relationship where maybe it can lead to marriage? And are you saying yes to that? Or are you being afraid? Or like what's going on? So pay attention to how you're thinking and how you're feeling, because I bet you there is some yes opportunities right in front of you. And you have to look for it too. Sometimes it could be sitting right there in front of you. Like the thing we have in our family is my husband. Now my kids are all grown, but when they come over or when they were a teenage, it's not as bad now as because they're adults, but when they were teenagers, and my husband still does this till this day, is they'll open the refrigerator and instead of looking or moving things around or pulling things out, they'll stand there and go, "Mom," or whatever, right? However they call me, "Where's the such and such?" And I'm like, "Right in front of you." And they're like, "I don't see it." I'm like, "What do you mean you don't see it? You're standing right in front of the refrigerator. The doors are open." And, I go over there and I point to it or I pull it out and I'm like, "It's right there in front of you. How can you not see it?" So I don't know if when they get in front of the refrigerator and there's just so much in there and the air is cool that they just kind of like maybe zone out. I don't know what happens, right? But it's just something crazy, and it still happens till this day, and it's been happening for so many years, more than 10 years. I say at least 20 years that happens, has been happening. So, what is it that's right there in front of you that is waiting for you to say yes to? That can be a great opportunity for you, or something new can come into your life, or something that can help you learn and grow, or maybe a new job opportunity, or anything like that. Just pay attention to what's happening and what's right in front of you that maybe you're not seeing for whatever reason. Okay, so pay attention, write things out, because that's the magic that happens when you write things out. And I can guarantee that once you write it out, I want you to test me on that. Write it out and you let me know what happens. It's magic when you actually have words on a piece of paper versus just something in a doc on your phone or on the computer. So try that out and let me know what's working for you. And if you've tried it, what are you going to say yes to today? Tell me what you're going to say yes to. And please share this podcast with anyone who you know would get great value out of listening to it, especially if you know that they're thinking about starting their own business. Or even if they're not, there's still great value that I share in each episode that can bring value to women, even if they aren't interested in starting their own business. And please rate and review this podcast. I would appreciate it. And thank you so much, ladies. I hope you have a great day. Aloha.